We can also simplify by multiplying by the least common denominator, which will clear the fractions. So we will multiply the numerator and denominator by the LCD of all the rational expressions. So we already talked about how our least common denominator on this problem was 6. So you can go ahead and multiply the numerator by that LCD and then also the denominator. Okay, so when I multiply 6 times 1/3, that will give me 2. Right over the plus, and then 6 times 1/6 is going to give me 1. Then here I have 6 times 1/2, so I'm using the distributive property. That's going to give me 3 minus the 6 times the 1/3, which is 2. And so then when we simplify this, we're going to have 2 plus 1, 3, over 3 minus 2, which is 1. Okay, so that's where we get that 3 like we had before on this problem. This is just another method to do that. Let's try another one. Okay, so we're going to simplify this complex rational expression. So I need to figure out what my least common denominator is of the whole thing. And that's going to be that x times y. So now I will just multiply my numerator and denominator by the LCD. We're going to use the distributive property. So I'm going to multiply xy times 1 over x, which is going to leave me with y. Bring over the plus. Xy times the 1 over y will leave me with x. Okay, then here xy times x over y. Those y's cancel then. Okay, if you need to do it over on the side, you can. Okay, so those cancel. So now I have x times x, which is x squared. Okay, so I get x squared minus xy times y over x. Then the x's are going to cancel, and you're going to have y times y, which is y squared. Okay, so now we just have one fraction, and we can simplify this. Okay, so here we have the difference of two perfect squares, so that's going to factor to be x plus y times x minus y. Okay, and here we have x plus y. Okay, addition, it does not matter the order. So then these are common factors, and those cancel. Okay, it goes into it one time. So now I just have 1 over x minus y. Okay, let's do another one, just like that. This method is a lot quicker. Okay, so we're going to multiply the numerator and denominator by our least common denominator. Okay, well, that is going to be the x squared minus 36, or x plus 6 times x minus 6. Okay, so here, we're going to multiply this whole thing by x plus 6 times x minus 6. Okay, and the same goes for our numerator. Okay, and then we will just simplify. So when I multiply this times this fraction, those x plus 6's will cancel, and you're just going to have 2 times that x minus 6. All right, and then here, when I multiply this by the 4 over x minus 6, the x minus 6's will cancel, and you have 4 times x plus 6. And we do have a minus. Okay, now this does factor once again to the x plus 6 times x minus 6. Okay, so when I multiply this times this fraction, these are going to both cancel, and then you're just left with minus 4.